This week, I just wanted to talk about the Eucharist. Mass for us as Catholics is at the very center of our faith, and it's certainly our central act of worship and of prayer. The Eucharist constitutes the Church, and it's in the Eucharist that we encounter the fullness of Christ. So I just want to reflect this week on different aspects of the Eucharist. And the first one is sacrifice. The word sacrifice comes from two Latin words, sacra facere, which means to make holy or to set aside for a sacred purpose. And we see in that context that the whole Christ event was sacrificial, that the Son of God was set aside for the sacred purpose of our salvation. And so Jesus Christ is born as the divine person with two human natures to heal us, to forgive us, to save us, to lead us into the kingdom of heaven and to free us from everlasting death. That sacrifice of Christ is obviously culminated in the mystery of the cross. That on the cross, Jesus, the Son of God, makes this total gift of himself to the point of shedding his blood for the sake of our salvation. We see there the extraordinary nature of God's love for us, that God sacrifices for us, pours himself out for us. So in the Eucharist, at Mass, we participate in that great gift of self of the Son to the Father. And it's an extension through time and space then of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. It reminds us that we are called to be sacrificial, that we too are set aside for a sacred purpose, that we are consecrated by baptism to be the priestly people of God. And in our work, in our marriages, in our lives, whenever we make a gift of ourselves through love and service and forgiveness, we're extending that sacrifice of Jesus. But all that reaches its culmination for us in the Mass, where we share in Jesus' gift of self, that sacrifice to the Father. That's why we call the Mass the Holy Sacrifice, that the gift of God to us in the person of Christ, and Jesus offering himself to the Father on our behalf.